Okay, so picture this, a quiet hall. And in the corner, there's this ancient stone figure just sitting there, perfectly still. A young student, Kieran, is looking at it and a question starts to form in his mind. It's probably the same question you've had when you've seen a statue just like it. And it's a totally fair question, right? What's going on here? Is this some act of worship? Are you supposed to be praying to a piece of rock? This is really the central question we're going to unpack together. What is this really all about? And here's the answer, straight from Kieran's teacher, Bodhi. He says, look, it's not a god. It's a map. It's a set of instructions carved in stone. A kind of compass, but for an internal journey. It's not asking for your worship. It's showing you a path. So, if this thing is a map, where's the first stop? Well, it all starts with your body. The whole idea is you can't really find stillness in your mind if your body's all over the place. You've got to build a solid, unshakable foundation first. And the way this is described is just so brilliant. First, your legs. You fold them up, and you're not just sitting. You are becoming a mountain. Something so sturdy that all the winds of distraction, all those little thoughts and worries, they just can't move you. And then, the spine. This isn't about being stiff and rigid. It's about being perfectly aligned. Imagine stacking your vertebrae one by one like they're a pile of golden coins. Precious, perfectly balanced, letting all that energy flow. All right, so the big pieces, the legs and the spine, they're in place. The foundation is built. Now the map guides us to the smaller things, the finer details. It's time to start tuning our senses for this state of what you might call relaxed alertness. And this is the perfect example for the eyes. It's like a Goldilocks situation, right? If you squeeze them shut, you're probably going to drift off and start dreaming. But if they're wide open, the whole world is just going to rush in and pull you away. So the instruction is to find that middle path. Keep them just barely open, your gaze soft, looking at the floor a few feet in front of you. You're letting in just enough light to stay awake, but your focus stays inward. Okay, now here's a detail I think we are all guilty of overlooking: the jaw. I mean, think about it. When you're stressed or concentrating, what do? You clench your jaw, right? Well, this stone map teaches you to just let it go. Let your lips part just a little bit, let your jaw go soft. When you do that, your breath can move naturally, without any strain, and your whole body can settle into this state of calm readiness. Now, what about the hands? Well, they form something called the cosmic mudra. The physical position is really simple. You just rest one hand on top of the other in your lap, palms facing up. But the real magic, the secret sauce, it's all in the thumbs. Your thumbs basically become this little biofeedback machine for your mind. If you find yourself pressing them together really hard, it means you're striving. You're trying way too hard. But if they just fall apart and lose contact, well, your focus has wandered off somewhere. The goal is this incredibly gentle touch, as light as a dragonfly landing on water. It's the perfect little indicator that you found that balance of gentle, focused attention. Okay, so the body is set. It's positioned just right. Now, the map finally points inward. The physical part is done. The next step is to anchor the mind, because as we all know, that thing loves to wander. So in this huge ocean of thoughts and feelings, what's our anchor? It's the breath. But, and this is important, it's not just any breath. Not the shallow, anxious breathing we sometimes do up in our chests. We're talking about a deep, grounding breath that you can feel in your belly. That simple sensation, the rise and fall of your abdomen, is what tethers you to right here, right now. Now, this might be the most liberating instruction of all. This is not a mistake. It's not a sign that you're failing. It's just what minds do. Thoughts are going to come. The goal has never been to stop them. So here's the new relationship you can have with your thoughts. You are the mountain. You're stable, you're grounded, you're present. In your thoughts, they're just clouds passing by in the big open sky. The mountain doesn't get upset about the clouds. It doesn't try to grab them or push them away. It just remains. So what do you actually do when one of those thought clouds appears? The process is simple, but, not always easy. First, you just notice it. There's a thought about what I'm having for dinner. Then you give it a simple, non-judgmental label, like thinking. And finally, you just let it go. You gently return your attention back to your anchor, back to your breath. You don't get angry at it. You don't follow it down a rabbit hole. You just let it pass on by. As Kieran followed this stone map step by step, something amazing started to happen. The constant noise in his head began to settle down. And this leads us to the final, most profound destination of this whole journey, realizing what's actually been there, underneath all that noise, the entire time. And this is the big reveal. The whole perspective shifts. The statue isn't something you're trying to become. It's a mirror. It is simply reflecting back to you what's already inside you. That stillness, that clarity, that natural kindness. It's not something you have to create or build from scratch. It's your own true nature, just waiting to be uncovered. So this entire practice, this whole map, it was never about turning you into a calm person. It's about remembering that you are a calm person, underneath all the dust of daily life and worries and distractions. You're simply clearing off and polishing a brilliant diamond that has been there all along. In the end, Kieran bows, but he's not bowing to the stone anymore. He's bowing to the lesson inside the stone and inside himself. The statue, it stays in the hall, but the stillness, the straight spine, the open heart, you take that with you. So the real question isn't about sitting still, it's about how you live. Now that you have this compass, where are you going to take it?
Please click like and then subscribe. Also share this video with your friends. Thank you.